Hi guys, in this video, we're going to talk about number 2 in our chapter 17 homework. Okay, so first, we need to complete our table here. So question says, the following table shows money demand schedule, which is the quantity of money demanded at different price level P. So fill in the value for money column in the following table. So have our price level and a value for money. Now to find your value for money, see the little parentheses here, right? So within the parentheses, so it says value for money equal to 1 divided by price level. So all you're gonna do, just take 1 divided by number here. That's the value for money. Okay, so for our first answer, let me do a new spreadsheet. Okay, all right, so for our first number, equals to 1 divided by 0.8, 0.8. So 1 divided by 0.8, that's going to be 1.25. Okay, and the next one, 1 divided by 1, just 1. And then 1 divided by 3, 1.33. So 1 divided by 1.33, that's a 0.75. Okay, and last one divided by 2, just 0.5. Okay. All right, so now consider the relationship between the price level and the quantity of money that people demanded. The higher the price level, and then what happened to money. All right, so for this money transaction here, this is how much money we needed for everyday transaction. So when you go buy food, go buy groceries, how much money you need. Now, think about this scenario. Suppose everything is getting more and more expensive. So when you go buy the same groceries, would you need to carry more money? You have to, right? Because everything's more expensive now. So the higher the price level, the more money that people need to carry, and the more money we need to have for our, demand deposits. That's like a checking account, and then your currencies. Okay, so more and more. All right, so next we need to graph this. So assume the Fed initially fixed the quantity for money supplied. So money supply at $2.5 billion. So first, let's draw our money supply curve. So $2.5 billion. That's a $2.5 billion. Okay. And then next, use the orange line to plot the initial money supply curve. Already did that. Then referring to the table, use the blue connect points to graph the money demand curve. All right, so for our first point we have, so we're looking for the value for money on the left axis and the quantity for money on the on the horizontal axis. So the first point is 1.25 and 2. Oh, excuse me. So 1.25 and 2. All right, that's the first one. Second one is 1 and 2.5. So 1 and 2.5. Next one is 0.75 and 4. So 0.75 and 4. Last one is 0.5 and 8. So 0.5 and 8. All right, so that's our demand curve. Now it looks like our equilibrium is right here where the 2.5 and 1 is. So according to the graph, the equilibrium value for money would be at 1. And then the so value for money is 1. And then asking for therefore the price level is how much. Now for the price level, go back to the first table we have. So when the value for money is 1, then price level is also at 1. Okay, so 1 and 1 over here. All right, now suppose the Fed increased money supply for initial level of 2.5 to $4 billion. So now by doing so, the keyword here that we're trying to increase our money supply. Now, if you remember what we learned from the previous two chapters, that whenever Federal Reserve try to increase money supply, so giving the public more money, they're going to buy bond. So when they buy bond, they're giving cash to the public and then taking bond away to the public, from the public, right? So more cash available whenever we buy bond. Now, if the Fed sell bond, they will decrease money supply. Okay, so we're going to buy bond in this case. So buy bond from the public. And then next, use the purple line to draw a new money supply curve. So money supply curve at $4 billion. That's a new line. So $4 billion. All right, here we go. All right, so immediately after Fed changes the money supply from initial equilibrium level, the quantity from money supply is what? All right, so once we change right away, initially, from the orange line to the purple line, now remember the price level is still, the value for money is still at 1. So if you move this over, then at this, compare the $1 or one value for money, we have more supply than our demand for money, right? So let me use this line for example. Okay, I need to just remember how to here. Just suppose this is the price level or value for money. So at $1, demand for money is low, supply for money is high, right? So more supply than demand. Let me change it back before I forget. So more supply than demand. So quantity money supplied is more than quantity money for demanded at equilibrium level, at the initial equilibrium. So the expansion in the money supply will cause, well, so when there are more money available, people have more money, so there's an increase our consumer demand for goods and services. Because imagine if you get yourself a pay increase, right? So your company give you a bonus, you have more money. What do? You're gonna buy more goods and services, and this applies to everybody. So when there are more money flowing in the economy, so everybody has more money now, and what do? We all buy more goods and services. So this will increase our demand for goods and services. Now in the long run, suppose our ability to produce goods and service has not changed, so we still produce the same goods and service. In the long run, the market will adjust. So with higher demand level, means price level will increase, and the value for money will go down. So as the price level goes higher, so getting more and more expensive, that means your currency is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So the value for money goes down. And always keep in mind that between your price level and then your value for money, they're inversely related. Okay. All right. So let's grade it now. All right, we got everything right. So that's how to do number 2 on your chapter 17 homework. Okay, guys. Good luck. See you later. Bye bye.